Ooh, shoot. My live stream. Good morning, Siren. Good morning, Case Coins. Hello. Good morning. It's Friday. Ooh. Your girl is tired, but it's Friday. I can't wait. I got another busy weekend, though. My back is hurting this morning, and I know why, because I ate that burger yesterday. I haven't had bread in I don't know how long. When this stuff is traveling through my body, it just makes my stomach hurt, makes my back hurt. I think I'm going to go on a liquid diet. Because food, when it processed through my body, it just don't feel good. So I'm drinking my Rise coffee to make it work its way through my system faster. Because it got me in pain this morning. And I remember when I did that liquid fast, I wasn't even in pain. I didn't have any pains in the morning. Now I was having that bad, regurgitation. But I wasn't in pain like I am now. Hi, David Carlisle. Good morning. Happy Friday. But your girl, I'm just in pain. Yesterday was an adventure. So, yeah. I'm in just a little bit of pain today. My legs hurt. I did a lot of walking in my boots yesterday. Because they're like, make sure you have on some protective shoes. They said to bring something in case it was cold, but it was warm up there. It was nice. So, yeah. I'm waiting for a few of y'all to get up in here so I can give you a morning song, so I can give you this tea. Y'all want some tea this morning? I got some tea for you. Oh. Yeah. This little poop. What is it called? This a fupa? No, the fupa is down here low. This is just my stomach. It's not really big, but it's bothering me. This part of my stomach is bothering me. I don't know if I need to go to the doctor and have him check it out, get an ultrasound on it, or what. It's just bothering me right here. I can't tuck it under my jeans because it won't go under there. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. It won't go up under there. Or if it do go up under there, it pops right back out. And it hurt when it's squeezing up in there. So I might as well just let it hang all out. Just let it hang all out, girl. You're 50 years old. You deserve that fupa. You earned that fupa. You earned it. Oh, shoot. My hair got so dirty yesterday. Whoo. I was like, nope. I got to wash all this dust, dirt, and bugs up out of my hair. The bugs. When I tell y'all the bugs were everywhere, y'all, yesterday. I was like, ooh, I like being outside, but these bugs. I was talking to somebody and a bug flew and landed right on my lip. I said, ah! Got the bug. I said, I'm sorry, bug. I wasn't trying to kill you, but you don't be landing on my mouth. It landed on my mouth, y'all. Good morning, Ted. Good morning. Archer, Shamar, 35 video says hi. Hello. Welcome to the live. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that follow button. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers organically, and we got 24 subscribers last month. So I'm like, yay, we did it all on our own. We can do this. Hello. Good morning. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the morning, y'all morning song so I can get into this tea. So y'all ready? Y'all ready for me? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Pat family. Good morning to you. Hey, y'all, yesterday I had a good day. I had a good time. But, once that young lady. Well, she, y'all know her. Y'all got introduced to her yesterday. Lupe got her butt in the truck. We had a good time. We had to stop at my house first because she took so long. I had to go to the bathroom, y'all. So I just stopped at my house up the street, and I went to the bathroom. She said, "You live this close?" I said, "Well, this is my family house." And she was like, "I would walk to work if I was this close." I was like, "Girl, we this house been in our family for over 70 years." She's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like so close to work." I said, "I know." But I went to the bathroom, and then we got on the highway and we rode out, and we was just talking and having a good time. And it was like a windy road, y'all, because we had to go to the top of this mountain, and it was so windy. And I was in this big old truck, and then she was like, "This is a windy road." I said, "Yeah, it's nice." And she was like, "You're doing a great job." And I was like, "I love driving." I said, "I love driving on the windy roads." I said, "I like going up to Big Bear, but James don't like to go up to Big Bear. He don't like heights. So he don't like going up to Big Bear. So he definitely wouldn't like going to this place." So then we got to the barbecue, and this ranch was so huge, y'all. I asked the man, "How big is this ranch?" You know what he told me? I want y'all to just guess how many acreage this ranch was. I'm not gonna tell you just yet. I need y'all to guess in the chat. How many acres do you think this ranch was sitting on? Just take a guess. Take a wild guess. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He was like, "Mm-mm." And I was kind of like, I tried to see if I could correct him. And he's like, "No, no. I said it correctly." He said, "No, no. I said it correctly." I said, "Did you mean?" He is like, "No. Da 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 da." I said it correctly. I was like, "Oh my goodness." Yeah. Hi, Kings. How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live. Glad to have you here. So when we parked, I'm still waiting on y'all to answer my question. But when we parked, we walked up to the registration thing. We registered, and we got our little stamp on our hand. And then we had to go get on the back of the wagon. It was like this huge wagon. Like it carried like what 25 or 30 of us up to the barbecue site, and it was so much fun until it like started hitting them bumps and potholes. We was like, "Ah!" But it was so much fun. It was from where we parked to where we had to get transferred up to the barbecue area. It was almost a mile, and we could just see all the countryside. We saw the mountains. It was like really, really cool, y'all. I mean, I really had a very good day yesterday. Now, do I want to do it again? No. I really don't have no inklings on doing it again. One part of it, I would love to do again. But the whole part of being outside with them bugs, and then they had signs everywhere, "Beware the rattlesnakes." I said, "Oh my goodness." I said, "There's rattlesnakes out here." Then and the guy was like, "Yeah, there's rattlesnakes if you go off the beaten paths. So like if you go down in the bushes and stuff, you're going to get some rattlesnakes." He said, "But up where we are, there's no rattlesnakes." I said, "Okay. You sure there's no rattlesnakes?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm positive." I said, "You sure there's no rattlesnakes?" He was like, "Yes, you don't have to worry about no rattlesnakes up here." Because I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about them rattlesnakes, y'all. I don't know. But there's like on the ranch there was cows, there was horses, there was chickens, there was a bunch of dogs. You know they had dogs everywhere. There was dogs. And here go, let me see. I think I took a little video of the cows that were right there. So there was 2 cows right there eating hay, and they kept going moo like that. But they were like the closest animals we could get to. And that was so cool. And then look at this thing here, y'all. Lupe was like, "Is that real?" I was like, "Yes, Lupe." She's like, "No. Look at this big old ox head." It was huge. And it's on one of those wine barrels or whatever, or beer barrel or wine barrel. Look at this thing. And the eyelashes on this thing, let me see if I can zoom in on the eyelashes. The eyelashes were huge. Oh no, you can't see them. But the eyelashes on this thing were like that long. It was crazy. It was crazy. But like, I was so excited just to be out of the regular, no, everyday 9 to 5 kind of stuff. There was a wagon up there, and this wagon, guys, you know how old this wagon was. If the wheels were made out of wood and then lined with steel, that's how the wagon was. And I was like, look at that. That is so old. But it was cool to see. It was very cool to see. Hey, Bart, where you been? Where you been, Bart? Where you been? Stop spelling my name like that. It's Meya. But hi, Bart. How you been? This wagon was very cool. And look, you can see like the wood. The wood is like dry rotted out of the iron roundness, but it was made out of wood. It wasn't a tire or anything like that. It was actually made out of wood. I was like, that is so old. So they had a lot of different stuff on this ranch. It was a ranch. That it was so amazing. It's all right, Bart. It was amazing. I had a good time. I had a good time. Lupe had a good time. Look at that's Lupe. Once we're getting ready to leave, we started like visiting the little. It's like a little township. Like when you first get there, you park and then you walk up to this little township. They had their own firehouse. What else did they have? They had their own little store. It was just really, really cool, y'all. So this is how it looks when you walk up. Like it's like a township. So it's like a little town, and then we had to walk down that road and go way back here and register to go up to the barbecue area. This wasn't even where the barbecue area was. It wasn't even where the barbecue area was. So I was like, that's so cool. That part of being out in nature, I would love to do again. But the bugs. And we didn't bring a chair. We should have brought a chair. So I was sharing a chair with one of the other girls that work with us. She was like, go ahead, sit. I was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah. I said, because I'm going to sit down. She was like, yeah, go ahead. So I shared her chair with her. When she would come up, she would sit down. And then when she would walk away, then I would sit down. So it was cool. We shared the chair. That was very cool. And they had donkeys on his land. Oh, wait. See, look. Here go the donkeys. There was donkeys. There was horses. There were sheep. Like I said, there was chickens, there were cows. What else? I don't know. I just had a really good time. And then there was these ants. I was watching these ants were huge up there. They were like almost an inch long. So I was recording the ants, watching them. The ants were just doing their thing, and I was like, look at these big old ants. So I just had a good time. I just had a really good time on that ranch yesterday. And then the big old grill they was cooking out on, it was about the size of a sofa. It was a big old long grill about the size of a sofa. So that was fun. And what else? Oh, that's their firehouse. They had their own little firehouse. That was so cool, y'all. It was like something totally different. I was so excited to go, and I was happy I did go. And like I said, if I did go again, I would not wear my lipstick. I would wear just chapstick, because I think my lipstick it has like a sweet taste to it, so I think the bugs are attracted to it. I don't know. And I would bring a chair, and I would bring some water. And yeah. But besides that, we were networking with everybody, talking to everybody. It was people from different areas that were there, and we just had a good time. I think this thing was like one of those, one of those really old things that help you till the dirt to plant seeds and stuff. That's what that was. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I was just amazed by all the old cool stuff that was up there. That was me, sightseeing and seeing all the cool stuff. Looking at the cows. The cows. The little cows and everything. It kind of remind me of Calico Ghost Ranch. If anybody's ever been to Calico, I'm not Ghost Ranch, Calico Ghost Town. That's what it kind of remind me of, like a ghost town. But they had a little office and everything. It was really, really nice, y'all. That's me chilling in a chair. I was chilling like a villain, chilling. But it was a nice day out. You know, it was a very nice day out. So it was different than, you know, the regular sitting behind your desk and not doing anything. Well, just working all day. I'm just like, it was nice to be outside. It was nice to be outside. So yeah, that's my tea for today. Did y'all like that? You like the tea for today? So now I'm going to go to work, and I'll probably have double the work because I wasn't there yesterday. But that's all right. It's Friday. Fridays are a little bit slower, so I should be able to get it done. Now, next week, it's going to be a different kind of monster because I have to do the new thing that they trained me on. I'll have to do the whole week. I think probably after the second or third day, I'll have it down pat. But I have to do it for the whole week. So I'm just like, but we will see. We will see if I'm capable of making it happen, y'all. We will see. We will see. My stomach is still full from yesterday. We had burgers and they had burgers and hot dogs, so I got a burger. And when I tell y'all that burger patty was like this big, I said, where'd they get these burgers from? Because I haven't seen a burger patty that big, and I don't know how long, where the burger was actually bigger than the bun. How long have we seen? I mean, it was a big burger patty. And then I was trying to see, like, where did they buy these? Where did they buy these? And it said something kind of farm on the side of the box. And I was like, I need to order me some burgers from that place because they actually taste really good. It didn't taste like a whole bunch of artificial stuff that was in the burger. Like, the burger had a really good taste to it. So I need to find out where they got them burgers from. I think Lupe looked it up. I think she looked it up. And so we're going to find out. And I'm going to have to order me some of those burgers. Yep. Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. I mean, I walked and walked and walked and walked. And we were like, over here, over there, over here, over there. Come back over here. Come back over there. Go back over here. Go over there. Like, we walked so much yesterday. I know I got my steps in yesterday. And it was extra because I had on my boots. It'd be different. I said, oh, next time I will not wear my boots. I will wear my tennis shoes. But then I think about, okay, well, they did say the rattlesnake, so maybe I should wear my boots. But then I'm like, nah, they were too heavy. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there go my other friend. Hey, girlfriend. She parked next to me. Her parked next to me. Oh. I just want my back to stop hurting. If my back would stop hurting, I'd be okay, y'all. It's like one little area is just like, and you know, Siren, how she said it was gas before, it kind of feel like that. Like it's like a gas bubble that's like going through my intestines. And it's like, y'all know I have a bad back. So like when it gets to that one spot in my back, it just hurts until it could pass through that part of my back that hurts. Hey, Nancy, good morning. And I don't know what that say, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, I'm going to call you Dee Dee. Good morning. Dee Dee, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Come back and see me. So, yeah, today I'm rocking the blue jeans. So, I got a blue tank top with blue and brown. So, I got on blues and browns today. And I found me some brown hush puppies. So I was like, I need some brown shoes. I need some brown shoes. And I found me some brown hush puppies. So yes, I found the brown shoes I needed. Hi, Roxzilla. Has anybody asked you why you're talking to yourself in the car? Yes. And I'm like, no, I'm not talking to myself. I have a live stream. I said, I'm a YouTuber. They're like, what? We didn't know. I said, because that's my business. That's my own private business. You know, I'm not mixing my private business with my work business. And they're like, oh. I said, even though I do give up some office tea, and they'd be laughing at me. I said, but I try not to say nobody's name. So, I don't say like what department I work on. So nobody can really figure it out. I said, so I don't really say too much. I said, but I'm a YouTuber. That's just what I do. That's just what I do. Rebills, you can have Android. But yes, Roxilla, they do. No, I'm not driving, Dee Dee. I'm just sitting. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm getting ready to go to work. I got to be at work at 8 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time, so it's not 8 o'clock yet. So I'm just sitting, getting ready to go to work. And while I'm sitting here, I usually live stream because I come to work early, so I get a good parking spot. Because if I come to work late, I got to walk 4 blocks to get to work. If I come to work early, I only got to walk 2 blocks because I'm in a good parking spot. So, yeah. It's 10:24 there? Wow. Where is there? Where are you from? What does that say? Dirt on delete or something like that. But yes, I had a very exciting day yesterday. When I got home, I was just tired. When I got home, my mom was like, we got to go get the free fruit tree. And I was like, oh my God. And then, like, you know, the top of my left foot has been hurting me. I don't know if I sprained it or what. But it's been hurting me. And all that walking yesterday just didn't help it at all. And then she was like, I was kind of limping everywhere. I wasn't really walking. I was limping. But I was not going to let that deter me. I was still going to go. And so then we went and got the fruit tree. And, like, you know, the grapevine, it looked like a tree to us. So we took it up to the front, and they were like, oh, no, you can't get this for free. That's a vine. And we were like, it looked like a doggone tree to us. And they were like, no, it's a vine, so you can't have that one. So I was like, no, well, then put it back. So we had to go put that one back. And then we got a nectar plum tree. Because they didn't just have a nectarine tree that had any fruit on it. Because they were telling us at the nursery, you want to buy a fruit tree that's already bearing fruit, so that way you know, like, you're going to get fruit off that tree next year or whatever. And so we were like, oh, and then the only tree that actually had some fruit on it was a nectar plum tree. So it was like a split between a nectarine and a plum. And I said, well, I guess we could try this one, Mom. So yeah, we got now we have 2 plum trees. We have a nectar plum tree. We have a peach tree, and the peach tree has so many peaches on it. The plum trees do too. And then she got a cherry. She got a cherry tree with her free offer, and then I got a nectar plum tree with mine. So we should be having us some nice homegrown fruit here quickly. So, like, we have the peaches this year, and we have the plums this year. So next year we'll have the nectar plums and the cherries. So yeah. I always wanted cherry. I was like, let's just buy another cherry tree. Cherries are my favorite in nectarines. My favorite 2 summer fruits are cherries and nectarines. I can just eat a bag of cherries, like, just sit there and just eat them, eat them, eat them. I love cherries. And they don't have any cherries at the farmer's market yet. I cannot wait till they do. But the strawberries that I bought at the farmer's market on Wednesday, they were so good. They were better than the grocery store. They were so good. But they were expensive. One of those little green trays of strawberries, it was $5. I said, $5? I remember we used to get this for 99 cents. $5. And I was like, oh. But he did put, like, extra ones in. He probably put, like, extra 6 big ones on top for me because I was his first customer. I said, okay, so now I know how to do it. Be the first customer, you get better deals. I'll be his first customer and give me some discounts. I need to take one of these to work. Because my glasses, I hit them, or my hair hit my glasses and my hair got oil in it. And then my glasses be all oily. So I'm going to take this and put it in my drawer at work. So I clean my, and I'm going to take me a couple of these and put in my drawer at work so I can clean it with the alcohol swipes too. So I'm be good to go. I'm be good to go today. Because it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Y'all ready for the weekend? Are y'all ready? My best friend Bridget is going to be here. She probably here already. I'm not 100% sure. But she going to be here. I'm going to see her Saturday night. I cannot wait. I miss my bestie. I miss her. Me and my best friend Bridget, we've been friends since the 5th grade. The first day I moved on Regent Street, there was girls outside playing double dutch. And I went over there and I was like, can I play with y'all? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I was like, my name is Meya. She was like, I'm Bridget. And then we just became friends, and we have been friends ever since then. Ever since I was in the 5th grade, y'all. I love her. She's my best friend. Cherries are delicious. Yes, they are. And the cherry juice is good too. I love fat, juicy, ripe peaches. Oh, yeah, peaches are so good. And peach cobbler. Look, and peach cobbler. But I don't really like the fuzz on the peach. Anybody else like that? I don't like the fuzz on the outside of the peach. So I'm a more of a nectarine kind of girl because it has the smooth skin. I don't like this fuzz on the peach. So I always, if I have a peach, I cut it off. Prepare that soil very well. Dig some water crystals in the ground. Oh, okay. But you know, the soil at my grandmother's house, for some reason, who was that? Kane? No. Yeah, Kane. For some reason, the soil at my grandmother's house is so fertile. Anything we plant, it grows. Like the grass, the dirt is so fertile over there. And we really don't have no issues of growth. Because when I was growing up, I remember my grandmother had a fig tree in the backyard. She had a lemon tree. She had a fig tree, a lemon tree, a sweet and sour lemon tree. So like, it was like a sweet lemon. It was a weird fruit. Like, it looked just like a lemon, but when you peeled it and you ate it, it was kind of sweet. It wasn't tart. It was like a sweet lemon tree. But over time, those died. The 2 fig trees died. The sweet lemon tree died. We had a pomegranate tree that died. Oh, my mom bought a pomegranate tree too. So we got a pomegranate tree too. Because the lady up the street where we usually get our pomegranates from, it was Connie's old house. And Connie passed away, and her family is renting that house out to some lady. And when we went up there and asked the lady if we could have some pomegranates, she said, oh, no, they're no good. I said, what are you talking about? I said, we get pomegranates off this tree every year. I said, I grew up on the street. My two Theas, my Connie and my nanny, they were best friends. And I said, I grew up in this tree. What do you mean they're no good? I said, you know what? Never mind. And my mom was like, she's just not want to give us any of the pomegranates. I was like, that's crazy. And she just let them rot on the tree. She wouldn't let us in the backyard to get the pomegranates, and she just let them rot off at the tree. It doesn't make sense. But I was like, I'm not going to make a big deal of it, because I could have called Rick and said, Rick, can you tell your tenant to let us in the backyard to get some pomegranates? But I didn't want to go through all that because she pays to be there, and I was just like, whatever. So we got our own tree. So we're going to plant our own pomegranate tree. So we got one, and it has like 3 little pomegranates on it. So like next year it should have like 6. Like it like doubles in how much it produces like every year. So we got our own tree now. And what else? We have our loquat tree, and it's just blooming. It's got loquats everywhere. The trees are loving the loquats. And at the nursery yesterday, that was the first time I ever seen loquat trees at the nursery. I was like, what? They actually have loquat trees at the nursery? And I was like, that's kind of odd. But they did have some. Yep, lemon trees, yes. When I walked out my house this morning, I was like, James, what's wrong with the lemon tree? He was like, what? I said, it don't look full. Did y'all do something to the lemon tree? And he was like, no. I said, I need the lemons off that tree this November, James. Did y'all mess with the tree? He was like, no. And I was just like, the tree looks kind of funny. It looks like all the leaves were taken out. Like somebody like went through and like swapped the trees or something, and it will knock the buds off, you know, where the little flowers turn into the buds, which turn into the lemons. It just didn't look right this morning. So I don't know. I'm working and I can't, you know, manage and monitor that tree like I used to. It's all good. It's all good, y'all. I'm ready to go to work. What else? Wait, what else was I doing this weekend? We are going to go to Catalina Island, but we're not going to go for Mother's Day because there's so much going on in my life for Mother's Day. We're not going to go for Mother's Day, but we are going to go next Saturday, the 17th, to Catalina Island for Mother's Day. So like all the ladies in my family, we're going to do a trip to Catalina Island on the 17th. So that might be a whole bunch of fun too. I just ready to get out because the sun is out. I want to get out. You know, you be in the house all winter. You don't go nowhere really. I'm ready to get out and go do things. So yes, we are going to do Catalina on the 17th. What is this? We're going to do Catalina on the 17th. So this week is busy, but it's okay. That's okay. Today is the 9th. So I got Teeny's birthday Saturday night, and then we have Mother's Day on the 11th. So we're doing something at the church on Mother's Day, and then after that, I'm just going to take my mom to a brunch somewhere, or lunch, brunch, whatever. Where she wants to go, that's what we're going to do. We don't really buy presents for each other on Mother's Day. We exchange cards, and that's it. Not really presents or anything. We just like spending time with each other on Mother's Day. But I don't know if my sister or my niece are going to come, or my daughter, but I know I'm going to be with my mom. That's all I know. That's all I care about, is me being with my mom. I kind of care that, and I want my daughter to be with me, but like I told y'all before, she's an introvert. She don't like a lot of people, so she might not. She's the only child, so she used to being by herself. Like, you don't want to go with your mom? You don't want to hang out with your mom on Mother's Day? What is that? You're making me feel bad. Mom, I'll go to Catalina Island with you. I said, okay. If you go to Catalina Island with us, I'm going to be fine. I'll be happy. So she said she's going to go to the island with us. My hair is just, I put some mousse on my hair, y'all. Y'all like the way it look? I kind of like it because it's not really flat. Look at it. It looks like it's got a little body in it. But this is me for today. This is me for today, y'all. The soil you have is beautiful. I've seen those beautiful fruit trees you grow, big avocados, and what's a loquat? I'll take a video of the loquat tree today, King. Hopefully I'll remember. So that way you can see the loquat, and I'll kind of peel one open so you can see what the fruit looks like on the inside. But it's a little fruit. It looks like a kumquat, if you know what a kumquat is, but it's not a kumquat. Kumquat has like a skin kind of like a tangerine, but a loquat has a skin kind of like a peach. And it's fuzzy, but you have to it's easy to get the fuzz off a loquat, not like a peach. So on loquat, what you do is you just like rub it off, and then you wash them, and then you peel it off. I'll just if I'm eating it straight off the tree, I'll take a loquat off, and I'll just rub it on my pants, and it'll take the fuzz off, and then I'll peel it and then eat it. But you can eat the skin on the loquat too. It's really good though. They're really good. I like them when they're kind of yellow because they're kind of tart. But if you get them when they're orange, then they're sweet. But I like them tart, so I get them like in the middle stage. But our tree is full because we cut, I think if you've seen the video last year, we cut one of the branches off that was hanging over the house. And once we cut that off, the other tree is just blossoming. It's like blooming. It's like that branch was like sucking the life out of the other tree, the other branch. And so now that we cut that one off, all the nutrients went to the other side, and it's just flourished this season. The tree is just beautiful. It's got a lot of fruit on it. And like you could pick the fruit and de-seed it, and you could probably jar it and make like a jam or a jelly with it. But that's a lot of work, and your girl is not doing all that. I just eat as many as I can when they're in season, and they're really good in fiber. There's a lot. It's high in fiber. It's a really good fruit. It's a fruit. You have a nectarine tree in your front yard. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Well, I'm going to get some nectarines this summer. And so when I get them from Costco got good nectarines. I don't know where they get them from. But I'm gonna germinate the seeds from the nectarine trees and see if I can grow my own nectarine tree, like I did my avocado tree. And we got avocados off the tree last week, and they were soft this week. And James made some guacamole yesterday, and it was so good. It just tastes different when it comes off your own tree, y'all. And I was like, James, look at the avocados on that over there. And he was like, yep. He said, I'll get the ladder. I said, get us some more. So I said, if you get them this week, then they'll be ready, by next week. And the ones that we got last week, they're ready now. I said, so, because, when you pick them off the tree, it needs a few days for them to get soft. So, yeah, I'm not at the store buying avocados. I'm picking them off my own tree. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love picking stuff off my own tree. But they said that avocado tree is going to get big and it might tear up your house. You put it too close to the house. I was like, did I? They're like, yeah. And I was like, so the bigger once the trunk gets so big, we're going to have to cut it. Because I planted it too close to the house. And it's inside of a brick flower bed. Because I really didn't think it would grow. And then when it started growing, I said, James, move the avocado tree. Like, put it over there. And he was like, okay. And he just never did it. And so, I don't know. Hi, C Happy Chappy. Y'all, I got to go. It's time. It's time for me to go to work, y'all. But, yeah, I'll remember to take a video of that avocado tree when I get to the house. So, you'll see what it looks like, King. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday.